All right, y'all. So this is probably one of the most disgusting things I'll ever talk about on this channel. On top of that, it involves someone getting into a fist fight, which is pretty crazy. It's like two stories in one. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like on the video if you do. This is probably the grossest video on this channel, if not one of the grossest videos. So strap in. If you don't like gross stuff, here's your warning. Move along. Anyway, today's story time all takes place back in the wonderful year 2015. Long time ago. Yeah, 10 years ago, dude. It's crazy. Back then, I was still a kid. I was a young teenager, living life day by day. Honestly, my routine from now to then isn't that different. I mean, I'd like to think I'm a little bit smarter nowadays, which is cool. I get in a lot less trouble, which is good. But I still just get up every day whenever I please, make a YouTube video, take a shower, and then I try and hang out with friends because, social life is good to have. And plus, when your videos revolve around story time content, you kind of got to go outside to get some of it. Anyway, yeah, this all starts off like any other normal day back then. I jumped up out of bed. It was summer vacation, so I didn't have school or anything. I took a shower, got ready for the day. I woke up at the same time I usually do every day. It was about noon to 1, somewhere around there, like 12:30 probably. Now, after I showered and stuff and got ready, I had some breakfast. And then after that, I made my video for the day. Now, after all that was done, I had the rest of my day free, didn't have anything else to do, or so I thought, and I started playing some Xbox. Now, about 45 minutes into me being on Xbox, my friend texts me, my friend Kyle, and he goes, "Yo, dude, are you still coming today?" And I'm like, what the fuck? What is Kyle talking about? And then it hits me. I'm like, oh shit, it's Kyle's birthday today. Yeah, it was my good friend Kyle's birthday on this day, and he was having his birthday party. He was having a bunch of friends over. And yeah, I was invited and I completely forgot about it and I was not prepared. I had to still go to the store and get him a gift with my mom. And I wasn't prepared. So I ran in the other room and I was like, Mom, I forgot to get Kyle a gift. His party's today. She's like, don't worry. I already thought of it. I got him something that he'll like. And yeah, my mom actually came in kind of clutch. She bought him a shirt from Zoomies that is literally some shit Kyle would wear. So yeah, shout out to my mom for saving the day and also knowing how to shop for people that are below her age. I feel like most of the time when someone's older and they buy a teenager a gift and it's clothing related, it's like some ass, but my mom knew. Now after this, I just played Xbox for a little bit because I had some time until the party. I think the party was at 4 or 5. So yeah, I had some time to kill. So I played Xbox for a few hours and then it was time to go. And I jumped in the car with my mom and she brought me there and dropped me off. Now most of the people at Kyle's party were gonna be sleeping over, but I didn't want to sleep over. Personally, I just really wanted to sleep in my own bed on this night. There was some nights where I was really down to stay at other people's houses, but there was also some nights where I just refused. And this was one of those days where I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I just got dropped off and I was planning on hanging out there for about, 4 or 5 hours or something. And upon getting there, Kyle's mom was still setting stuff up for the party. She was putting a tablecloth on the table and putting out the drinks, the 2 liters of soda and the pizza and stuff, because it was a pizza party / dinner. And my mom talked to his mom for a little bit after she dropped me off, and then my mom ended up leaving and, told me to have fun. And about 15, 20 minutes later, pretty much everybody was already there. I was one of the last people to show up. I think 1 more or 2 more people showed up after me, and it was time to eat dinner. So we all sit down at the kitchen table, and Kyle's mom gives us the pizza and gives us plates and stuff, and I start eating. That shit was good. It was yummy, okay? And then I open one of the 2 liters, specifically the Dr. Pepper 2 liter, and I start pouring myself a glass. And here's the thing. The Dr. Pepper had already been opened. It was probably a 2 liter that they had in the fridge for a week or something. And, I didn't think much of it. And I pour it in my glass, and then a bunch of my other friends do as well. And I take a sip, and immediately, when that shit hits my mouth, something was off. It tasted funny. And immediately I spit it back into the cup, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that Dr. Pepper? And Kyle looks at me, and he's like, what's wrong with it? And he tastes it, and he goes, oh shit, yeah, that tastes weird. And then I see his face change. He goes from looking confused to looking scared. And I'm like, why do you look like that? And he's like, oh, nothing, man, I'm good. It just tastes like shit. And I was like, yeah, it does. And then my other friend across the table, he's like, dude, what is wrong with this Dr. Pepper? Is this shit expired? And he grabs it, and he's looking at the bottle, and it's not expired at all. And then Kyle grabs it, and he's like, oh, I'll just dump it. I'll dump it. It's probably bad or something, whatever, right? And he goes over to the sink, and he starts dumping it. And he dumps the Dr. Pepper out, and his mom was over by the sink, cleaning a dish or something. And she goes, oh my God, it smells so bad. What is in that Dr. Pepper? The whole sink, smells bad. And we're all just kind of like grossed out now, right? Now, immediately I reached for the Mountain Dew because there was another 2-liter of Mountain Dew. And I smelled it smelled good. I tasted it tasted fine. It also was a brand new bottle. Like when I opened it, it had a seal that I had to like crack. So yeah, it was good, right? That one was fine. Now, I end up eating my pizza and, things are fine, right? Like the rest of the dinner's fine. Now, about 3 hours later, we're all in Kyle's basement playing video games. There's like 20 of us down there. Some of us are playing video games. Some of us are just on the couch on our phones. Some of us are talking. We're all just kicking it. There's music playing. It's a nice little party, right? And Kyle is on the Xbox. Kyle's playing, and he's playing Xbox with our friend Joey, right? And I'm sitting like 5 feet from them. I'm like right next to them pretty much. I wasn't playing, but I was just on my phone. And I can hear out of my left ear, I hear Kyle go, "Yo, Joey, you want to know something fucked up?" And then Joey goes, "What?" And he's like, "You know that Dr. Pepper that like everyone was grossed out by?" And Joey goes, "Yeah." And Kyle goes, "I know why it was gross." And at that moment, I put my phone down and I looked over at Kyle, and Kyle looks at me. And I go, "Kyle, what the fuck you talking about, man? What'd you do to that Dr. Pepper?" And he's like, "All right, come here. And like we both get closer and he whispers to us. He goes, "All right, man, don't be mad, but I used it as a piss bottle a couple weeks ago." When I tell you that I actually started gagging on the spot and throwing up, I did. I threw up on his floor. And Joey looked distraught. This nasty, fucking vile, disgusting, putrid piece of shit, Kyle, was such a degenerate gamer that he couldn't get up and go to the bathroom 2 feet away from where his Xbox was, by the way. It was literally like less than 6 feet away in his basement. And he pissed in a Dr. Pepper 2-liter, and there was still Dr. Pepper in it. So it mixed with it, and when his mom threw the party, she thought that 2-liter was fine, and she served it to us. Now, naturally, I'm throwing up because I'm fucking disgusted at the thought of me drinking somebody's pee, and then I look over at Joey while I'm like finishing puking, everyone's staring at me, and Joey now looks furious and proceeds to shove Kyle into a wall in the basement and break a picture on the wall. Then Kyle starts freaking out. Everyone at the party's freaking out because they don't know why they're about to fight. They don't know why I'm throwing up. Like, it's just confusing, right? And Joey yells out, "This disgusting fuck pissed in that Dr. Pepper." And everybody at the party was like, "What?" And they're all starting to look like I did, right? They're starting to look sick to their stomach. Next thing I know, Joey starts throwing hands with Kyle. He throws a punch at him and hits him in the face. And they start throwing hands with each other, like fighting, full-blown fist fighting, no breaks, like going at it. And like half the people at the party were like trying to stop it, and the other half were just like standing there thinking about the fact that they just drank pee and were like disgusted. I was on that side that was just stood still in awe at what just happened. You guys know me. I don't like violence. If it was any other day, I would have stood up and tried to break that fight up, but I was too lost in thought about the pee. So anyway, a couple of seconds later, the fight gets broken up. It didn't take very long. It was probably like a 5 to 10 second fist fight. But that's not to say there wasn't some damage done. When they were done fighting, Kyle had a bloody nose and he looked pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, like he didn't look very good. Joey definitely kind of kicked the shit out of him, all right? And Kyle's mom heard all the commotion downstairs and she ran downstairs after they were like broken up. And she was like, "What's going on? What happened? Why are you bleeding?" And Joey yells at his mom. He goes, "Your son pissed in that fucking Dr. Pepper bottle." And she goes, "What? Kyle, is that true?" And he goes, "No." And Kyle's mom's like, "Don't lie. Is that true?" And he just goes quiet. And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, everybody." And she proceeds to walk over. She puts her arm around Kyle and she walks him upstairs to go get the first aid kit and, treat his bloody nose. And we're all just left sitting there in the basement. And I remember after they went upstairs, everybody was just kind of silent and like didn't know what to say. And my friend Justin goes, "Yo, I'm really happy I don't drink soda." And everybody started dying laughing because, yeah, he didn't drink the Dr. Pepper that had the secret ingredient in it. Now, after like a few minutes, Kyle's mom came back downstairs and she was like, "Hey guys, so party's over. Kyle's gonna be in his room for the rest of the night for what he did. So yeah, call your parents. It's time to go. If they can't give you a ride, I'll give you one later." So immediately everyone had to get on the phone and tell their parents that the party was canceled because Kyle pissed in a soda bottle and is essentially gross. So while everyone was waiting for their parents to show up and leave, Joey got asked to come upstairs with Kyle's mom. And then Joey's parents showed up first because I think she called them right when the fight was over. So Joey's parents, Joey, Kyle, Kyle's mom, they were all upstairs talking, and we were just in the basement waiting for our parents to show up. And my mom actually showed up first, so that was nice. I got to leave before everyone else. I did not want to be in that house any longer. It was way too awkward. Everyone was way too quiet. The party was over. The vibe was killed. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, on the way out, I don't care if this is fucked up. I took his gift back. I took Kyle's gift, and I went in the car with my mom, and I was like, I'm keeping this. I like this shirt. I don't usually take people's gifts back, okay? But when you piss in my drink, you're crossing a line, okay? So anyway, yeah, I got in the car, and I remember I told my mom that like I was keeping the gift, and she goes, Austin, what happened? Like, I heard it on the phone, but like, did that actually happen? And I was like, yeah, he peed in a bottle, and it got served to us. And she goes, why didn't he just use the bathroom? Like, what's wrong with him? I've seen that basement. His bathroom's right there. And I was like, I know. And she goes, that's so gross. Do you do that? Do you pee in bottles? And I was like, what? No. I'm not going to lie, guys. I've done it before, okay? All right? I'm a hypocrite. All right? I've done it. But listen, I have never pissed in a bottle and then left it somewhere where it was going to be picked up and then served to my friends, okay? Anytime I've done that, I've immediately taken it outside when my game's done and I dump it outside, okay? I promise. I'm not that gross. I'm a little gross, but I'm not that gross. That's enough about me, okay? That's enough. Anyway. Yeah, crazy. Now, I'm not going to lie. I didn't hang out with Kyle for a while after this because every time I saw him, I would think about that Dr. Pepper and how bad it tasted. And it just ruined me hanging out with Kyle, basically. So I didn't hang out with him for a while. And same with a lot of my other friends. They didn't hang out with him for a while either. Some of my friends didn't even hang out with him ever again because they were so grossed out by it. But most of the people forgave him. He apologized. I will say that. He did apologize. He texted everyone that night. I was like, I'm so sorry, guys. That's so fucking gross. But still, so gross. But yeah, guys, there's a very simple moral to this story. Just use the fucking bathroom if you have to pee. I don't care how intense your game is. Either hold it till it's over and then go pee, or just pause the game and go pee, okay? Even if you lose, or like, you know, your KD goes down or whatever, like, it's not as bad as if you peed in a bottle and then it gets served to your friends, okay? But yeah, guys, that's the end of the story time. Very crazy one, very insane in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
Take his 401k and I'll put it on my wrist.